Ritu, you have to take permission for coming to our live session. This is your channel. You were asking for a permission, just imagine. Quickly let people join, then only we can start. Yes, Vishesh, quickly tell everybody to join, share the link, and we are starting with the chapter that you wanted, My Grandmother's House. Hello, Garima. We are starting with the revision of My Grandmother's House. Some children were having problem. This is a poem by Kamla Das, and as I have told you before, we have other videos also. We have a live session also of last year, and we have a video of question answers, poetic devices. We have a video of explanation of the whole poem. And here again we are with the live session of this chapter, and then we'll continue with grammar. So here Kamla Das has got married, and every girl has to leave her house and go away from her childhood home. I know, Garima, you are here. So after the girl leaves the house after marriage, she misses her house tremendously, and Kamla Das is one of those who recalls her grandmother's house also, and there are other poems where she is talking about her mother. Alright, so in this poem, she is right now in a bad state, and she's feeling the scarcity of love in her life, and that is why she's reminded of the past. She's reminded of her grandmother. Grandmother, the love and compassion, unconditional love and compassion, our parents, our grandparents, they bestow unconditional love on us. They don't have any conditions. All right, and that love is pure, and we miss it, especially the girls, after they get married or they leave and go away, either for education or for any other purpose, their business purpose, whatever it be. So right, whenever the person feels scarcity of love, that person remembers her grandmother, her mother, and her parents, right? Everything that was before marriage. And here, everyone, hello, who have joined, welcome. And let's quickly go through the poem. Now, this poem is an example of enjambment. What is enjambment? Enjambment is when the whole poem continues without a full stop. Alright, and this poem has got 16 lines, and it is without a full stop. It ends at the full stop is at the end. Alright, number one thing. Number two thing is that poet uses poetic devices. Why? To enhance the beauty of the poem. Alright, so let's read and see the different poetic devices, the way the poet has tried to explain her feelings. Alright. There is a house now far away where once I received love. ... Now what are these dots? This is a pause. When he is reflecting, the poet wants to say that he is writing the poem as the thoughts flow in his mind. Alright, everybody, hello Anubhav, Ananya, Sahana, and all my 7th class children. Hello. Alright, Ritu, you're most welcome. This is your channel. Don't have to take permission for entering my channel. This is your channel. Alright, so here the poet says that it is far, far away, and I have sweet memories of that house. That woman died. Now the grandmother, yes, I know, Aman, you are here. That woman, who? Grandmother. Grandmother has died. Alright, the house withdrew into silence. And the house in which grandmother used to live, now grandmother has died, and now there is silence all about. No one lives there. When is the house silent? when it is not inhabited by anyone. Let me finish the poem. I'll share one thing about my personal life related to this with you. All right, let me finish the poem first. All right, the house withdrew into silence. Snakes moved among books. I was then too young to read. Now, the poet, the memories are coming one after the other, and she says that far away in that house, that grandmother used to live, the grandmother has died now, and then she remembers, and then she says that now the house has withdrawn into silence. That means when she was alive, there was a lot of joy, fun, and sounds and noise over there. So that was something that you like. And then she talks about snakes that moved among the books. Snakes, that doesn't mean those big snakes. They are the bookworms. All right, when you don't read the books more often and they are kept at one place, then these worms develop. All right, in the pages in between. So these bookworms have developed. These books have been lying there. And she says that these books were there before also, but I had not been able to read because I was small. All right, and now those books have got bookworms, snakes in them. The books are getting spoiled. I was too young to read and my blood turned cold like the moon. And she says that when I remember all this, I feel scared and my blood due to fear turns cold like the moon. All right. Now here the poet has used a poetic device. The first poetic device that we talked about was enjambment. What is enjambment? When there is no full stop in the middle and the poet writes the poem and ends at the last word of the poem. So after 16 lines, then comes the full stop. So that is enjambment. Yes, Aman, please do it. All right. So this is one. The second is simile, when we compare using the words like and as. So she says that my blood turned cold like the moon. Right? So this like the moon, my blood turned cold like the moon. This is an example of simile, comparison. How often I think of going, and then she goes on to say that there are so many times I think that I should go back to my grandmother's house and what to do? To peer. Peer is to peep. To peer through blind eyes of windows. Blind eyes of windows. She wants to go, and yes, she has a deep desire, urge to go. Very well said, Anubhav. And then she wants to go and peep through the windows. And what does she say? Call the windows. She says blind eyes of the windows. Blind eyes of the windows. Now this phrase has got two poetic devices. Blind eyes. Now windows are inanimate things. They are non-living things. They are not persons. So how can they have eyes and the blind ones? Right? So this is personification. Okay. And then blind eyes of the windows, since the house is not inhabited by anyone, everywhere there is darkness. So here blind eyes is also compared to darkness. All right. Darkness, and here when a comparison, we all know in the poetic devices where we do not, peer is to peep in, झांकने को बोलते हैं, to peer, that is to peep in, all right, to look into, yes. So darkness, blind eyes has also been compared to darkness, and whenever a comparison is made without using the words as and like, then it is metaphor. So this has got two poetic devices, personification and metaphor, and yes, definitely you need to know this for your MCQ papers. There must be something of the poetic devices, right, in the papers. So here the third poetic device that has been used is personification. Fourth poetic device that has been used is metaphor. All right, let me continue and see what else we have here. So she says, I want to go, I want to peep into the eyes and just listen to the frozen air. Or in wild despair, pick an armful of darkness to bring it here to lie. And then she says, I want to pick the darkness and bring it to my house. Can we pick darkness? No. Darkness over here again is a metaphor. Alright? Darkness over here is again a metaphor. See, here again, blind eyes is also darkness, and darkness is also a metaphor where it is used for memories. Alright, so what she wants to do is, she wants to bring memories. We cannot pick darkness, right? She says only darkness is left there, but I want to pick an armful of darkness and bring it to my house. And where to keep it now? Let's see what she says. Behind my bedroom door. She wants to take it into her own personal room, not to leave it anywhere in the house after marriage, to her personal room, and she wants to keep it behind the door. Alright, like a brooding dog. What is brooding? Faithful dog. A faithful dog who will always remain with you. Brooding actually means a person who thinks a lot. Alright, a person who is in thoughts. So here she says, I want to take them and to keep them behind my bedroom door. I don't want to share it with everybody. I want it to be in my room behind the door to always keep guarding at me like a dog. Dogs are faithful, loving people. So she's missing her grandmother's house, her love and compassion, the unconditional love that her mother used to bestow. She is missing those days, and she wants to bring, nothing is left over there, only darkness is there. She wants to bring that darkness because that darkness has also got the memories of that house, and she wants to bring it to her house and keep it just behind her bedroom door to guard her, to safeguard her. Dogs are always there to guard the master. You cannot believe, darling. So whoever she's talking to, either she's talking to her close friend, some member of the family, or to her husband, we do not know. But she says, you do not believe? I am so unhappy right now. I am feeling the scarcity of love, but I am the person who has come from a house where I had received a lot of love. Can you, that I lived in such a house and was proud and loved. And she's proud to be from that house. She's so happy that she belonged to that house, all right, where she was loved so much without any condition. I who have lost my way and beg now at stranger's door to receive love, at least in small change. And now she says that now I have no love. I'm feeling the scarcity of love. Now, what is behind the door of my bedroom? She has, no, such questions don't come, but we need to know that she has brought memories and she has kept, she wants to keep, she hasn't brought anything. She wants to bring and keep it in her room, right? And she says that now I'm begging at the stranger's door to please. She is begging at the stranger's door to give little love. The love that grandmother had given, she cannot get that amount of love, but small change, small quantity of love, little love, she is begging at the stranger's door. All right, the people now who she is in contact with. All right, so this was the poem, and we need to know what the poet wants to convey. We need to know how she misses her grandmother and what all she talks about the grandmother's house. All right, and the different poetic devices we should know, right? What is she begging for right now? What is she lacking now? All these things we should know, right? So this was the poem. Vishesh, is everything clear? We'll see, dear. We'll see, Aman. All right, now this I'm rubbing, right? And we'll start quickly with the next topic that we had to do was conjunctions. All right, now conjunctions, as we are going very fast, we are not doing every detail of it. All right, conjunctions, we all know they are the coordinating, correlative, and subordinating Alright, and usually when we are now grown up children, we there are less chances of getting fill in the blanks in this. We usually get, to join sentences using a conjunction, so you have to use them correctly. Alright, now what are coordinating? When we join two sentences, what are conjunctions? Conjunctions are for joining, they are the connectors. Alright, so when we join using the words that we use here for joining, we join two sentences either of the same quantity. Alright, now this can be addition of two sentences of same quantity, this can be contrast. Alright, this is correlative, which we have the conjunctions in pairs. Alright, and here we have two sentences when one is independent, any one can be, alright, so one sentence is independent and the other is dependent. In simple words, alright, no learning of definitions, I just want that you should know the basic things. They are in pairs. Here one sentence is independent, one is dependent, alright, and here we have either for addition or for contrast, right? Now quickly we'll do few sentences, alright, to do all the others, and then we'll see which type of conjunction they are. You need to know how to join, right? So if the sentence is, I cannot cook, alright, I cannot clean. Now when both the things are in negative, what do? I can neither cook nor clean. Right? Where are your answers? Ankit, yes, you can write answers in your own words, but you need to be grammatically correct. Alright? Second sentence. Yes, Ashima, tell others to join. Where is Akansha and all the others, Let everybody do along with this. I can neither cook nor clean. Next. You can watch a movie. You can watch a series. Nowadays we have a lot of options for watching series and all, no? What is Aman saying, man? I have pasted, all right. So you can either, all right, you can either watch a movie or series, all right. So here we don't have to write you can again and again, all right. My father gave me a mobile. He gave me a what? Bouquet. Alright. So my father, we can do it in many ways. My father gave me both a mobile and a bouquet. My father not only gave me a mobile but also a bouquet. Now if we say, some children say, ma'am, why can't we write just and? So it, loses the effect. We can definitely say, my father gave me a mobile and a bouquet. Yes, we can say it is grammatically correct. But how do you need to express the way things are told. Make yourself expressive. Use different types of words and phrases. Alright, even a child of primary school, even a child of Miksha, even a child of primary school will write and while joining these two. Then what is the difference between you and them? Make yourself expressive. When you are writing, if you're doing a paragraph writing and you use these type of phrases, it definitely increases the effect. The presentation is different. So why, we should use different words and phrases. So and is also okay. My father gave me a mobile and a bouquet. It is correct. But how do you express that दोनों चीजें मिली हैं? So that is the way. Alright? Rubbing this. Okay? Moving on to the next sentence. Alright, that we are doing all mixed as well as. Yes, Miksha, very good. My father gave me a mobile as well as a bouquet. Very good. Even as well as is better than and. Right? Then the fourth one is, if I write, I was doing this in the class, I knew we will lose the match. Alright? I cheered till the end. So now when you knew something but you are still continuing, so then we can write I knew we will lose the match. So we can use still I danced till the end, nevertheless. Alright? But see, same, but I cheered till the end. Alright? Now which is more effective? Suppose but is also correct, nevertheless is correct, still is also correct, but even though, very good Miksha. Yes, and let me tell you, you people, Alia, Ashima, Aman, Akshat, everyone, Vishesh, you people are also very good. But last year, these children, Miksha is there, Anubhav is there, Ananya is there. These people, there were so many others. They have actually put themselves into a habit of using these, phrases. They now use words like nevertheless instead of but. So that, when you are talking to someone and someone is overhearing, they will definitely feel that, you are a very good speaker. So why not show your effect, develop your personality, use different types of words. Alright, number 5. I kept, let me do it. Keep the food in the refrigerator, right? It should get spoiled. So how are you going to use this? Keep the food in the refrigerator lest. Alright? Very good. Lest it should get spoiled. And we all know whenever we use the word lest, should is following it. Right? Yes, very good. Shall I rub this? I keep the food in the refrigerator lest. Alright, I changed, I changed to keep. So we don't need I over here. Alright, next sentence. Now so that. These are used differently. I ran so fast that I won the race. right? So this is this one because this comes in between, right? And we can use so that I ran I ran fast so that, here so that comes together, so that I win the race. One is reason, one is purpose. Alright? Yes, so that is also conjunction, and I'll tell you page 150 in your books. Let us turn and see where so that we get. It is on page 154 if you see. Alright, now this one is the result and this one is the purpose. Alright, okay. And there are many others. Let us use 2-3 more and then we can move on to some other topic. Basics I have done neither nor both and no, not only but also I have done with you. Nevertheless I have done with you. Still I have done with you. Gunjan, hello. Alright. So let us quickly rub this and we'll move on to few more sentences. Let us use although, right? Although I worked hard, still I didn't clear the paper. Alright? Although I ran fast, if I don't use still, I can put a comma. I lost the race. Alright? What else? Any other if you want, you can tell me. I'll definitely do that convention. Oh, today my son is also here. Praveen is here. Thank you so much for joining, Praveen. Now I'll get nervous. And all right. So let's move on to the next topic. Next topic. My children here have exam. So we are just running through the whole course. We are running through the memory line. And all right. Something gone wrong here. Yes. All right. Next topic is voice, that is active and passive. Now everybody knows the rules. We'll quickly go through the rules. Whenever we are doing simple present tense, all right, or past tense or future, what are the rules when we convert from active to passive? First, we need to read the tense of the sentence, all right? Then we have to put the helping verb. First thing is to bring the object to the first place. So object movement is there. Secondly, helping verb of the same tense. Thirdly, verb 3 form. What is verb 3 form? It is past participle. Alright? Now, one sentence of each. If the sentence is, where are you all, Vishesh? Keep writing. Yeah. Sumesh Singh, I think it's Sneha. Sneha, please ask your queries so that you don't face problem tomorrow. Alright, now in simple present tense, let us quickly write a sentence and convert it. Ridhima cooks food. Our object over here is food. First step is object movement. Food will come at the first place. Food cooks. Which tense is this? This is simple present tense. So we'll use the helping verb of present tense. What are the helping verbs of present tense? Is am, are. Alright, and for past tense it is was, were. For future tense it is will be and shall be. This we have done many times. Alright, so I am sure you will remember. Now, movement of the object has been done. Is uncountable noun. So food is cooked by Ridhima. And we all know in passive voice there are sentences where we put by. Yes, you will grow up and you'll stop writing by also where things are understood. Alright, so that we'll do when we go to the senior classes. Ridhima cooks food. Food is cooked by Ridhima. Now this was the example of simple present. Now simple past. Second example. David baked a cake. Again, first step, object movement. A cake will be brought here. A cake. Alright. A cake. It's one cake. So again, helping verb is, this is baked is past tense, was baked by David. Subject goes at the end. A cake, was is, this baked is simple past tense. We will pick the simple past tense helping verb, was baked by David. Third sentence where we will use future tense. Suresh will read the novel. Alright. First step is object movement. The novel comes at the first place. The novel. Alright. Helping verb will be, shall be. The novel will be read by Suresh. Alright. For those who have forgotten the three forms of verbs, you need to know for doing active passive, because everywhere we are using verb 3 form, we need to go through the weak verbs and the strong verbs, the verbs which have the present, the past tense and past participle same, or the ones which have got different. So we have to learn that, right? You all must remember that weak verbs are where V2 and V3, verb form 2, verb form 3 are same. Work, worked, ed, worked, ed. They remain the same. Wait, waited, waited. Shout, shouted, shouted. Right? Verb 3 of strong verbs, they change differently. Right? Draw, first form. Drew, past tense, second form. Drawn, third form. Right? Fly, flew, flown. Hide, hid, hidden. So they go differently. We have done this. We have videos over here in my channel of the 3 forms of verbs. Go through them. Do your best. Alright. So this was regarding simple present, simple past and future. So these were the sentences. Let's move on to the next. Alright. Now when we are doing the conversion of continuous sentences, when we are doing the conversion of continuous sentences, we need to know what all we have to add. Now we will do present, continuous, past, continuous, future, continuous. You will tell whether they change or not. Alright, you will tell me. I want each one of you to remember which tenses do not change their passive forms. You should know that, because I will definitely confuse you. I will definitely confuse you. That means I will give you where you have to think yourself. Alright, now here again we have to do, first step is object movement. Second is to put helping verb. Alright, helping verb in continuous tenses. What are the helping verb? We will put the helping verb And helping verb is, am, are. Helping verb, wherever continuous forms are there, that means it is ing. So we have to put being and then verb 3. Alright, so this is what is added. Right? Now if the sentence is present continuous, if the sentence of present continuous is the farmer is watering the flowers, right? First step is object movement, the flowers. This is the object, the flowers. Flowers are many, so I'll pick the plural one. The flowers are being, because it is ing form, continuous is ing form, and we have to add being in between. So helping verb, being, and verb 3. Water, watered, watered by the farmer. Second sentence of past continuous, right? The lady was baking cookies. Now object movement, cookies comes here. Cookies are many. Now what are the helping verb of past continuous? Was and were, and we have to add being and verb 3. Right? So here cookies are many, were. Now this is ing, so it being comes in between, helping verb, being, and verb 3. Baked. Alright? Bake, baked, baked. Cookies were being baked by the lady. Right? Yes, Miksha is very good at this. Ashima, very good. Sumesh Singh, I think Sneha is here. Anubhav, Yukti, very good. Very good. Alright. Now, tell me, do we change sentences where we have future continuous? Quickly run through your memory lane and remember what I have taught. So then we'll move on with the other sentences. We have, tell me quickly, I'm waiting. Yes. Okay, Pulkit. Okay. So, in future continuous, we have no passive form in future continuous. We need to remember this. Suppose I give you a question, that means you will write there, these sentences do not change their form in passive. Right? So you need to know this. Next, we'll move on to the perfect. The rules for perfect is again different. Alright? Now perfect tense. Now we will do again present perfect, past perfect, and future perfect. We all know whenever we do perfect tense, then we need to add a form of have. Alright? Now the three forms of have. Has and have. This is for present tense. Had, past tense. Will have or shall have for future. So this is present, this is past, and this is future. Right? Okay? Now what are the rules? Always, yes, my God, my children are writing from before only. Now what are the rules? Firstly, we will do the object movement. Secondly, we'll add the helping verb. Helping verb plus been in all perfect tenses. Been, yes, and verb 3. Right? Now let's quickly start. Sentence with present perfect. The students have drawn diagrams. Alright, now object is diagram. So first thing is object movement. We'll bring the diagrams here. Diagrams. Alright, helping verb have, because there are many diagrams. If this would have been single, we would have used has. Right? Diagrams have, and then we have to add been in all perfect tenses. Alright, have been drawn is already in verb 3 form by the students. Alright, number 2. Yes, very good. Very good, Miksha, Ashima, Pulkit. Very good. Vishesh, where are your answers? Very good. Garima, very good. Alright. Next sentence with past perfect. The lawyer had, it is past, so we have to use the past tense form of had written the document. Alright, so our object is the document. The document comes here. The document is one. Had remains, had over here. Had been written by the lawyer. Right? Sentence of future perfect. Very good. Good. Very good. Alright, the third sentence, future perfect. The gardener will have watered the roses. Alright? Right? It is future perfect. Verb will be completed in future. Will have watered. Now the roses comes at the first place. The roses, right, will have, this is already there in future perfect. We have to add a been. Will have been watered by the gardener. Right? Now, what tenses are left? The fourth ones. That is present, perfect, continuous, past, perfect, continuous, future, perfect, continuous. These sentences in these tenses do not have passive form. They do not have passive form. So you need to know this. Alright? Present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous and future perfect continuous. They do not have their passive form. We cannot change those sentences into passive form. So there are no transformations, no change. So this is the end. Taken quite a lot of time. My phone is showing low battery. We'll meet tomorrow again to clear your doubts, right? And whatever small things are left, we can do tomorrow. So we have done, I think we have done all the topics. There were 3 topics yesterday. We did prepositions, pronouns and adverbs yesterday. Today we have done active and passive, and we have done conjunctions. We have also done the poem. Go through the poem. If you have any problem, do let me know. Newcomers, please subscribe my channel, press the bell icon for the latest notifications, and do take good care of yourself. Bye everyone for joining. Bye.